Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sprint 276 review. This was a normal 2-week sprint. Let's get started. I'll start with the overview, Elsa on the UI, me on the providers in place of Adam, and Joe on the platform. This past sprint, we had 174 PRs merged. Um, the numbers aren't quite adding up, so I have to double check what's going on here, but this is showing 17 bugs and 8 enhancements and a little bit of the rest. And over to Elsa on the UI.
Thanks, Jason. Starting with bugs, there was an issue in the dashboard layout, and that happened because of a CSS class name conflict in VM snapshot component. And I had made a PR to fix that. And Jason had a PR to fix yarn lock, which broke after multiple merges. Adam had a PR to fix a method for configuration script base. And for enhancement, Gilbert and I worked on a PR to replace pattern fly icons with carbon. And on the test side, Ashwath has several PRs. One is to enhance select accordion item command to wait for items to load before proceeding. Next one is to fix a test suite name, added automated tests with Cypress for cloud provider form and service request form, a PR to enhance form element selectors. Joe had a PR to fix bug where get triggered by test is processed after the test. He also worked on to quiet the noisy Cypress output in the beginning of the run, and he also updated Cypress to 15.7. Next slide. And there were other PRs which updated some of the packages. Ashwad had upgraded React and React DOM to 16.14. Joe had a PR to skip session write for dashboard widget data get. And there were other PRs to update YarnLog with latest dependencies and update action setup node and actions upload artifact versions. And there was a PR to update dependency JS YAML to 3.14 and update UI JSON translation files. Jason had a PR to update YarnLog file in this passkey branch. Also upgraded Globe for CVE 2025-64756. And for UI service, Jason had a PR to upgrade Globe for CVE 2025-64756. And there was a PR to update YarnLog with latest dependencies. Next. On the UI components, I think Jason had a PR to ignore push on renovate and dependable PRs, upgrade Globe, and several PRs to update yarn log file, and a PR to add workflow to update the yarn log file, update action setup node action to version 6, and action checkout action to version 5, update dependency karma JS DOM launcher to 7.1.0, add npm audit security tests, upgrade Redis dependencies, and a PR to upgrade yarn to version 4.11. Jason had a PR to lock down engine versions, and he also upgraded the app to use Node 20 and replace Node SAS with SAS. Next slide. So this is a bug I mentioned before. The dashboard UI was breaking because of a CSS class name conflict, and that is fixed. Next slide. And this was the enhancement task. So that was to replace pattern fly icons with carbon. Visually, there isn't a big difference. Next slide. Yeah, that's it from the UI.
All right. On the provider side, in the core, we had a fix for the invalid URL format in the AWX provider factory. This was to ensure that a scheme was passed, and then in AWX, we don't have to add the scheme, just make sure it's correct in the first place. On the AWX Ansible Tower side, Adam added MIQ provision tasks and provision workflows. This is to follow on the work that he did to start getting that to use workflows properly. He also fixed an issue, or more of a refactoring with the EMS API version. The refresher had duplicate had code and it really belonged in the parser, so it was moved over to there. And on the Terraform Enterprise side, there was provision requests, refreshes were happening where a too many requests were happening against a particular endpoint, and so this changes it so that it only happens for the subset that we actually care about for the provision request. And that's it on the provider side. Over to Joe.
Thanks, Jason. For platform enhancements this sprint, Adam added a factory for the MIQ provision configuration script dialog. Jason updated Yarn to the latest version for any new plugins that are generated. And the bot updated the English translations from code from November 13th, and I updated the translations coming back from the translators. Next slide. For bugs and maintenance this sprint, as Jason mentioned, Adam fixed the invalid URL in the provider AWX factory. For the container HTTPD init, Jason fixed the secret name passed to the script using a more specific secret name. Jason fixed an issue in the codified network policy on upgrade where the IP block and namespace selector are both set, even though they're mutually exclusive. With Jason's help, I fixed an issue with the HTTP pod when upgrading to a newer version of ModAuth OIDC, the Apache RPM. Since the newer version defaulted to a much larger shared memory size, and that was especially a problem on PowerPC, where we were seeing pods go from 70 megs to 600 megs in size. Next, Jason moved the previously shared file depot mixin to now reside in the Pixie server namespace. This is really the last consumer of the mixin, so that made sense to move it to that location. Next slide.
And that's all for our Sprint 276 review. The next Sprint review 277 will be on December 10th at the usual place and time. And I'd like to thank all of our presenters today and all of our contributors to the community. Thanks, everyone.